We have another great episode of Mojave River Valley News. I'm Eric Swanson, your host. Today we're going to deal with cats, dogs, and airsoft. We're right in front of the Forever Wildlife Exotic Animal Sanctuary. We had an amazing day here. This is a great episode you're going to have in front of you. We got a chance to see a dog show. Dog shows have been stopped for a long time, and that was with the Apple Valley Kennel Club. Also, we got a chance to get out and watch airsoft competition. That was just amazing. We're watching these two teams come together and battle it out. So you're going to enjoy every part of this episode. We'll be right back. So I am here with
Josh Warren.
Now, Josh, give me a little bit of the bearings of what's happening here. Now, I know everybody was packed with people a few moments ago.
Sure, yeah. So we're with Desert Fox Airsoft Events, and we're doing a 3-day airsoft event out here. We have a custom smartphone app that we use to run objective-oriented gameplay, and basically people are shooting each other with airsoft guns, which are replicas of weapons that shoot plastic pellets with less than 2 joules of energy. So it's kind of like paintball, but a little less involved, a little more like a game, a little less like a sport. And what we've got out here is basically a game mode called Conquest. So there's 7 flags that are, of course, digital projected onto the smartphone app, and 2 spawn points for the different teams. And they're going to fight to dominate these points for about the next 3 to 4 hours, trying to take the other team from 4,000 lives to 0.
This is crazy, because you guys are using, now I'm going to call this the old George Air Force Base.
It is,
Have you done it here before?
Yes, I have 2 promotions this Desert Fox events with my friend and business partner, Jet Del Castillo, or Jet the Desert Fox, who's one of the best known YouTubers who covers airsoft in the world, and he lives right here in Victorville.
Oh, perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
And then I have another promotion called Milsom West, where I do a different style of event that is very involved. It's a 40-hour straight military exercise, essentially, but for people to experience for fun.
But this is an amazing place. So
it is super
how
cool.
How many people are in this event today?
We have just over 630 people here today.
And that's split into probably 2 teams?
2 teams. There's a tan team and a green team, or a blue team and a red team, whichever. And they're basically just out there having a kind of a mock battle like you would in Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of your video games that involve, shooting and conquest.
So when they get here, do they know who they're going to be teamed with?
Yes. So before the event, they're signing up for one faction or the other. Everybody already knows. They're already wearing their coordinated costumes.
So they're either saying, well, I'm going to be the good guys or the bad guys this time.
Sure. Or we just say green team, tan team. It's easier, right? Red team, blue team. There's some backstory to the one team's the Eastern Royal Trading. The other team is the Southern Syndicate. But it's really just an excuse for people to get out and have fun. And some people will really dress up and have their costumes themed after this, like these futuristic factions, like these guys, for example. And then some people, will just kind of come because they like to play airsoft.
Now, if folks want to learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way of finding you?
Sure, they can find us at desertfoxevents.com. Pretty easy, desertfoxevents.com. If they're interested in watching gameplay videos, they can check out our partner here, Jet the Desert Fox. He's on YouTube. He's pretty easy to find.
So is this a one-time-a-year event here?
We do this once a year here, yes.
So you go to other places and do it too?
Yes, we all work professionally as promoters throughout the United States, Mexico, and South America.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we're hoping to catch a bunch of people and see what they're thinking here. But right now, they're out playing.
Yes.
Very good.
Absolutely. You. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. All right, we're out here in the field, and I'm with?
Cam.
Cam?
Chris.
So I guess you guys are the guys in charge. And we didn't want to come over and interrupt what you're doing because you're trying to get all your guys out in the right places. Mm-hmm. So tell me is this the base for it? Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is being treated as like a FOB, so like a forward operating base. So this is where everybody's spawn is. This is where they can keep their supplies. And this is where if they get shot, they can come back here and get back into the game.
Oh, so is it 1 shot, 2 shots? What is it?
It's 1 shot, and then they can be mediced back into the game by use of a tourniquet, a fake tourniquet that we provide, as well as like using an ace bandage that they'll wrap around an arm or a leg. Then they can keep playing for 1 more round, and then once they get hit again, they've got to come back here, and then they respawn. Once they respawn, they're back into the game.
Oh, no kidding, no kidding. So, and obviously somewhere else out there is the other base, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So the question is, through all these crazy roads out here, it's where you find that. You guys don't even know either then.
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So why are you guys doing this?
For fun, to
For
bring, just to hang out with some friends, just have a good time.
Don't come back unless you're dead. Don't come back unless you're dead.
You're a lot tougher than the other base, man. You're like chop chop here.
I mean, if they want to pay and stand around, they can do that at home, right?
I guess it's 150 bucks or whatever, and they come to have a few beers on the side, right? Okay, I'm here with
Tweenie.
Tweenie. So Tweenie, this is the other base.
Yes.
And we were told we can't tell you where the other base is, but you probably know anyway, maybe. Maybe.
I'm not going to say anything
you
about
know
that yet.
nothing yet.
It's very possible I could know where they are. But.
So how is your base doing here? How's your team doing on your side?
We're doing pretty good right now. We've got some enemy combatants coming up here and pushing our side a little bit here. We're holding our left in the center pretty good. I'm more worried about my right. And then just getting guys motivated. Hopefully they don't have any heat cats and pass out on me.
Now there's two of you that are part of this team here.
Yes,
right?
Greg Wan is the actual first in command. I'm Spartan. I am second in command, so I don't want to take credit from him.
No problem, no problem. Well, good luck today. I think this is amazing. You guys.
Oh, we don't need luck. We're going to win.
Now I'm here with.
Hi, I'm Tommy from GLAZE Sports.
Now, where are you out of?
We are located in the Inland Empire, right off the 210 freeway in Kernan. We are a competitive airsoft supply, repair. We do setups, and we're out here today supporting Desert Fox events. I've got a few last-minute items, but everybody's on the field ready to go, and that's what we're about.
So I noticed you have air tanks over here, so I guess you can take care of them.
A lot of the high-end airsoft guns will use a pressurized air tank, and we're here to support the players. We bring out scuba tanks so we can fill their tank, keep them in the game, and keep everything moving.
Now I'm out here with.
Hi, my name's Jet. I go by JETDESERTFOX online.
So you are the other partner in this amazing adventure out here.
Correct.
So we just had a chance to get to both the bases. So, and it was very interesting. Kind of give us an idea of what's going on. I know this is the biggest street here. We're in a lot of battles, I guess, back in here.
Basically, the game is starting. We've got Ryan, or Tweenie. He's the commander for Blue Team. He's just here directing all his players into areas where they need to get a tactical advantage. And yeah, it's pretty much just, the game's just rolling on. I mean, my job right now is to make sure everyone is following the rules and players are being safe, and so I'm just kind of cruising around on my bike.
When you guys do this event, if I understand, at least once a year here.
Correct.
How many years have you been doing it here?
This is our third year doing this particular event.
I mean, this has got to be one of the most amazing places. I can't imagine anywhere else in the country that would be like this.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique place for players to come and play airsoft at.
Good.
Not like you said, there's not a lot of places that you can play at an abandoned or retired Air Force base.
Now I'm here with
My name's Trisha.
Trisha
And Nancy.
Nancy. Now you guys just got through doing the Corgi competition with your
Right.
dogs here.
Mhm.
How did they do?
Bailey took her class.
Okay,
Jesse won her class,
nice.
and then Woody won his class and went on for winner's dog and best of winners today for a major.
So that want to move on.
Yes,
Okay,
move on.
I'm not an expert. I know enough about dog shows to be dangerous. And all I've learned is from what we watch at Thanksgiving time when they do the big event, right?
Right.
So what made you? Where are you guys from?
I'm from Canyon Country.
Okay,
And I'm from Acton.
Acton. So you guys are out that way a little bit. So do you guys just go to show to show to show?
If it's close to home,
Yeah.
I don't travel too far. But yeah.
Because I know some people put the dogs in the carriers and they're on the road. So, but anyway, it was great. I'm congratulations with your dogs, and
Thank you.
and I look forward to seeing how they move forward here.
Oh, thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
Great,
thank
thank
you.
you.
All right, bye bye. Now I'm here with
Marlene Perez.
Now, Marlene, I can tell by your little tag here, you are
President.
you are the top of the top here. So tell me what you have going on here today. And I know that there's been some rules that you guys have been very, very cautious with here to make sure that everything's fitting.
This is what's called an all-breed dog show. We have both conformation judging and obedience and rally judging this weekend. Normally, we have our show this time of the year at the college. We normally have between 750 and 800 dogs. Today we have 1,500 dogs.
Oh my.
Because this is the very first show of the year that they have allowed us to have. And dog people are addicts to dog shows. Once you're a dog show addict, you're always a dog show addict.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been dying because we haven't had any dog shows. So we're the first show this year, so we have 1,500 dogs this weekend.
Now, looking behind me, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are these the arenas where the dogs come through?
These are called rings, yeah.
Okay. I know enough to be dangerous because I watch the program in
Westminster, of course. Everybody sees Westminster.
Exactly, exactly. So you do this once a year, and what organization are you part of?
We are the Apple Valley Kennel Club.
Okay, and what does the Kennel Club do?
The Kennel Club puts on dog shows.
That's it?
Pretty much that's it.
Also give us some information, so if people want to know more about you, where can they find you?
I live in Apple Valley.
We don't want to go to your house all the time, I'm sure.
No, but the club has a Facebook account.
Okay.
So look up Apple Valley Kennel Club in the Facebook account. And we do, we have a couple of people who post to it regularly, and they tell everybody what the current activities are. And there haven't been any for about a year now, which is why everybody's come to this show.
So what dogs would we see next year today while we're here?
The first dog is the hound group.
Oh, so
these
right
are
there.
all hound breeds.
Okay.
You've missed all of the individual judging. Right now, the best of each breed will compete in this ring. The judge will judge, and they'll pick the first place in the hound group. First place in the hound group will eventually go in for best in show.
So we are border collie people.
Oh, okay.
So matter of fact, we have a border collie from Powerhouse.
Okay.
But she doesn't do this. I know they do that. I want a dog that does frisbees.
Yes.
So all day long will we see different breeds being put together and matched together? Is that what we're seeing at this point forward?
You'll see the judging of the different, well, you've missed that. That was this morning.
Okay.
And about 2 o'clock, they'll start the group judging here in this ring. And in the next ring, we have what's called owner-handler group. Every breed that's judged, they pick a best of breed, and then they also pick the best dog who's handled by its owner rather than a professional handler.
So I have a question here. When I said I want to come out and interview and everybody was laughing, why were they laughing?
I don't normally do interviews.
You did an amazing job. Very good, Marlene. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing this event. This is amazing. This is just good stuff for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much.
This is wonderful for the dog people. I have had so many people come up and say, thank you so much for having this dog show. We have missed dog shows so
We've got to get back in the routine, I agree.
Really?
Well, thank you very much, Marlene, President of the Apple Valley Kennel Club.
Right.
Thank you. Now I'm here with
TEENA UYENO.
Now, TEENA, kind of give us a quick explanation of what we're seeing out here.
Okay, so what this is what we call winner's bitch. Each of these bitches have already competed in their classes, and now they're on the line to go ahead and win for winner's bitch. A winner's bitch at this point today will receive points towards their championship.
Nice, very good. Well, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of information on what we're seeing.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Heather.
Now I'm here with
Carol Hamilton.
Now, Carol, I know that what we have here is completely different than we had on the other side.
Yes.
Can you quickly explain the two different events that are going on here?
Okay. They started off with obedience many years ago. It's much more militaristic. We're running open B over here now, and these people are going for what they call OCH in a lot of cases, and that's the top level of obedience. Then they decided a few years back that they dilly-dally around with their dogs to warm them up, and they came up with a game called Rally, and that's what we have over here. This is a precursor, and it leads into the obedience kind of nicely. They walk from sign to sign and they do what the sign says. Over here, they have to listen to the judge.
Oh, nice. Very
And do
good.
things, yes.
Well, very good. Thank you for explaining the two events, because this is something completely different.
Yes.
Thank you.
And yet there are a lot of us that do both.
Nice, nice.
So.
I am here with
Sharon Spradley.
Now, Sharon, obviously we can see where we've come. Tell us just a quick little snapshot of what we're going to see today.
So at our sanctuary, we have a lot of different animals. We have big cats, tigers, leopards. We have a lioness. We also have small animals and domesticated animals, horse, deer, gator. So a little bit of everything here.
Now, just real quick, so we know what we're going to be seeing today. Where do these animals come from?
So they come from different places. Most of the time they come from confiscation. Maybe they were owned illegally in this state, and then Fish and Game will take them and bring them to us. Occasionally they'll be injured, so they need a home to get better, and they can't be released to the wild. So everyone has a different story as to where they came from.
Because I know they don't live around here.
They do not. That is correct. There are some. We do have locals. We
Yes.
have some red-tailed hawks and some owls. We have some of the local snakes. So there are animals that are native to our area, but no, most of them do not come from this area.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. Now, you guys are a nonprofit, and you sit on the board.
I do. We are a nonprofit organization. I am on the board as well.
So I think what we're going to be seeing today are things that we're not really used to seeing in this atmosphere. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes.
So we are just so excited to see that. So, no, you're doing a wonderful job out here. I think this is something that I'm glad to see that you guys are taking care of these animals. Otherwise, where would they be?
That's true. A lot of them would just be euthanized or, you know, who knows. But yeah, we take care of them. They live here for their life, and we keep them as happy as they can. So.
I'm over here with
My name is Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Now, behind us, we have one of your bears.
Yes, we do. Her name is Honey Bear.
Honey, how can you beat that name? That name is absolutely
You
perfect.
can't beat that name.
So I noticed a few moments ago that she was like, come over here and pay some attention to me.
Yep.
Because when we first got over to this area, she was back and said, I don't care about you. Then as soon as we came in, it's like, wait a minute, everybody else is being
She does recognize her keepers, and she does seek out attention from us when she feels like it.
nice, very good. Now, how many bears do you have here?
So here we have two bears. They both came from the same facility out of state, and they were both transferred to us because they were hard to manage or did not like their keepers.
Oh, I see, I see. So these two bears here probably they've been never seen. This is the only captivity, the only world they know, probably.
Exactly. Captivity is all they know. They were all of these large carnivores back here were born in captivity. None of them have ever seen a day in the wild. They have no concept of the wild in their brain. So some people wonder if they miss the wild, but they don't know what it is to miss
They
it.
don't even know what a wild is. You guys are the wild, right?
We are their entire life.
Yeah.
Some of these cats, believe it or not, if we opened up the door, some of them will be too afraid to take a step out of it.
That's so true. Very good. Well, that is really a wonderful shot. Wonderful looking animal. That is really. Oh, we're just saying get lazy there.
A bear will be a bear.
Now I'm here with
Jake Barrett. That's my name. I'm a volunteer, and I've been volunteering here since October 2018.
Now tell us a little bit about the cat behind us.
This is Diesel, an African leopard. He's one of our two leopards here. We have him, and then we have Zorro, our black leopard. So he is one of our common leopards.
That's amazing. Great. Well, this is good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. Notice how his spots kind of look like rosettes.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Very interesting. A lot of people like to compare leopards to some creatures like jaguars, but I would actually say they're more closely related to lions.
Yeah. Amazing. Good. So now we have, you rolling, William?
Sharon.
I'm back with Sharon.
Yes, back with Sharon. And this is Miko. This is our baby raccoon. It's about 6 months, maybe.
Oh, no kidding.
Was given to us by a rescue in Orange County. Some people said that it was a wild raccoon that was in their backyard, and actually, obviously, not a wild raccoon. So we're not sure what happened or how they came about having him. But obviously, you cannot have a raccoon as a pet. So he's here. He's very playful. He is a baby, so he acts just like a baby, like you would think your puppy would act or your kitten. But also they can be very aggressive and in their play.
All right, so tell me what we have here.
Alrighty, so here we have Baby G. He's a black-capped capuchin. So these guys are South American, and they are known to be the smartest primate in all of the Americas. So they're very intelligent. They actually have this
awesome understanding of using herbal medicine. So if they have an itch or a rash, they actually know what to use to help it. And they are also known to use tools.
Is this, help me, is this the monkey that we would normally see
in movies?
Movies, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Another crazy thing about these guys is in the wild, they're actually known to keep pet monkeys of other species. So like small marmosets are known to hang out with these guys and be treated like pets. And they follow these guys for the protection.
This is a fox. I
Yes,
know foxes.
Yeah, so here we have our red foxes. We have 3 in here. They came from various backgrounds, including illegal owners. We have Will, Todd, and Houdini.
They're just amazing animals, just amazing.
They are. They're extremely intelligent.
Oh, I see there's another one in the background. So there's actually 3 in this enclosure?
Yes, there are.
Wow, nice. Because if I remember right, I know enough to be dangerous, they get together as, what do you call it, as not groups or...
Would you say a pack?
Pack, thank you very much.
It's possible, but in the wild, I see them as more solitary animals.
Oh, no, really, yeah. Well, these are amazing. These are great.
They are amazing. They're extremely smart too, and they do this thing called caching, where they stick their food in little holes that they bury, and then they'll save it for later. But unfortunately, with all 3 of these guys in here, they all cache their food in the same holes.
Oh, no kidding. No, and that was my hole, no.
It's all the holes.
Now, Sharon, this was a wonderful experience today. What you have here is just, my socks are blown off.
Well, thank you. We love it.
So, I think one of the challenges here with this is how to get the word to the public. Now, this is going to help here, all people get a chance to see this, because a lot of people don't even know this wonderful place exists.
That's true. Being hidden back here in Phelan, a lot of people don't even know Phelan. You know, they're like, it's in Phelan. What's Phelan?
Phelan, what was that?
Yeah. So we're lucky we are on Groupon, which does help an immense amount. People do find us on Groupon. They'll be searching it and they'll go, oh, what's that? And then we get people that come from LA and Orange County. So yeah, advertising for us is big. We really just need to get our name out there, and whenever we can have an opportunity like this, it helps a lot.
Well, thank you very much for sharing the day with you, because this is just through the roof amazing. So.
Well, thanks for coming.
Right.
And
thank you, Sharon. What a great episode. We've seen some amazing stuff today. Getting out and watching these 2 teams, the red team and the blue team, battle it out there trying to, with the airsoft. It was just so exciting to watch the strategies that they were doing out there was through the roof. And then we got a chance to show you a segment today on this episode that had to do with the Apple Valley Kennel Club. You know, the dogs are always cute. And we could have done a whole episode just on dogs. It was just a wonderful, wonderful piece. And then last, we're out here at the Forever Wild Exotic Animal. You're going to get a chance. You saw tigers. You saw a raccoon today. So what a day. What a great episode to bring you a lot of stuff forward.